Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We bid you a happy welcome here from Central Junior High School in East Peoria, Illinois, as we bring you exclusive coverage of the IESA Boys Basketball State Tournaments live here on Central Illinois Sports on YouTube. Getting you ready for the 7-1A State Tournament here. Quarterfinal action beginning here at 10 a.m., and we'll take you all the way through all four quarterfinals. We'll take a quick break and come back around 5 p.m. for the semifinals later on tonight. Our first two teams stepping on the court here in the 7-1A tournament. It is the Mustangs of Royal Prairieview Ogden taking on the Wolverines of West Lincoln Broadwell. You're watching us live on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll take a quick break to tell you about some of the wonderful sponsors who help us out here on Central Illinois Sports. And when we come back, we'll get you ready for our first quarterfinal of the day. It's IESA Boys State Tournament action live on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that. It looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Welcome you back here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Barry, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving you with high-quality banking service for your next home, residential, or auto loan. Give Damon Emmerich and the gang a call at Great Rivers Bank and check out that online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank. We are at East Peoria Central Junior High School for quarterfinal number 1 of the IESA 7th grade Class 1A state tournament. We remind you that we've got crews at all 4 sites here today. So we've got crews at El Paso, Macon Meridian, and up at Normal Kingsley. And, of course, your subscription today through Central Illinois Sports gets you access to all of those games happening at the same time. So you can put one on your TV, one on your tablet, one on your phone, whatever your favorite device is. You can watch all of the games here through the entire weekend, and you'll have access to the 8th grade tournament coming up next year as well. So that's all under one fee here today on Central Illinois Sports. Let's tell you a little bit first about the Royal Prairieview Ogden Mustangs, a record of 16-11 this year for Jay Skillallian's squad. They have defeated the likes of Oakwood Grade School, Mansfield Blue Ridge, Fisher, Chrisman Scotland, Thomasboro, Hoopston area, Rossville Alvin, Champaign International, and Villa Grove. their road to the state tournament. In the regional rounds, they defeated Champaign Holy Cross 34-23, defeated Champaign St. Matthew 32-31 in a nail-biter, and defeated Champaign Judah Christian in the regional championship 37-20. And in another cardiac event at Royal Prairieview Ogden, they defeated Danville Charlemagne 31-29 in the sectional contest to get their way back here to the state tournament. For Royal Prairieview, this is a place they know very well. Their teams have been in this state tournament a lot here in the past few years. They were just back here last year where the 7th grade team placed 4th, and the 8th grade team also qualified for the state tournament as well. They've also been back here recently in 2020, 2019, and back again in 2012. Expect to see the lights in the starting 5 today of Owen Olson, a guard, Logan Wedig, Lane Hansen, Jeb Aiden, and Max Boer in the starting 5. This is a very 7th grade heavy squad. No 6th graders at all or 5th graders on this team for the small school for Royal Prairieview Ogden. The Mustangs have a little bit of height, and it looks like they've got a lot of ball handlers here. And, of course, Royal Prairieview Ogden, always a nice defensive team as well. And over in that Champaign area, of course, you get to play a lot of tough competition. So we expect to see a nice outing today out of Royal Prairieview Ogden. We will step aside for a quick minute. When we come back, we'll tell you about the Wolverines of West Lincoln Broadwell. You are watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show live from the 7th grade Class 1A state tournament on Central Illinois Sports.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. It wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Welcome you back here live on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show from Central High School in East Peoria, Illinois, as we get you ready for quarterfinal number 1 of the IESA 7th grade Class 1A state tournament. We just told you about the Royal Prairieview Ogden Mustangs. Time to get you filled in on the Wolverines from West Lincoln Broadwell, a team that is also very, very familiar with the state tournament series here for the IESA competition. 24-2 on the season is Curtis Conrady's team. And, of course, they play some big competition. They defeated Pana Sacred Heart to kick off the season by a big score of 45-8. This team has racked up as many as 71 points in a win over Peoria St. Philomena. They've also defeated the likes of Clinton Junior High, who is also a very talented team in the upper classes, 34-25. They've defeated the likes of Pawnee, Winona Fieldcrest towards the end of the season, and they racked up the regular season with a 54-point effort in a win over Mount Pulaski. 2 games in their regional. They defeated Decatur Unity 58-18 to blow open the doors on the regional semifinals, and then defeated Chester East Lincoln 45-33 in the regional championship. And their sectional win came over Normal Epiphany, a win of 47-38. Some of the starting 5 here for the Wolverines that we expect to see on the floor today will be Cruz Froby, Maddox Whiteman, Colby Bowman, Griffin Cross, and Dyson Dalapaz. We'll get that right through the day. They've got a couple of 6th graders, a couple of 5th graders on this roster, as this is a very deep roster for Curtis Conrady's squad. And, of course, this is a team that's also got a lot of speed, a lot of height, very, very good defensive team. They don't let a lot of teams score really more than about 25 points a game, and they'll have to put up that type of defensive effort today to make their way into the semifinals. We will step aside as they usually do some introductory remarks in the national anthem here. When we come back, it'll be quarterfinal number 1. It's the Wolverines of West Lincoln Broadwell, the Mustangs of Royal Prairieview Ogden. So glad you were joining us today here on Central Illinois Sports.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Time to meet the starting lineups for today, brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. From ice melt, snow shovels, clothes, and a lot more, get everything you need at your local Farm and Home Supply. And of course, it's a great time to stock up right after the start of the new year as we get into February. Let's meet the starting lineups for today, and we'll also tell you about the entire rosters for each of these teams. Let's start first for the Wolverines of West Lincoln Broadwell. Curtis Conrady, the head coach. Entire roster: number 1 is Lane Page. Number 11, Colin Casabier. Number 12, Barrett Grinland. Number 13, Brantley Conrady. Number 20, Cameron Casabier. Number 24, Nolan Schaffenacker. Number 31, Evan Clements. Number 32, Kaylin Sales. Number 33, Dyson Dalapaz. And number 40, Ryder Conrady. And they have a very nice contingent of fans here. Of course, Lincoln to Peoria, not that long of a drive. We'll see how some of the other fans have, as they've got a little bit longer of a haul here today. But Lincoln usually shows up and shows out for their teams when they make their way into the state finals. They've introduced all of the non-starters, and now let's meet the starting lineup for the starting 5 for the Wolverines. At guard, a 6th grader, number 5, Cruz Froby. At guard, a 7th grader, number 15, Maddox Whiteman. At a forward, a 6th grader, number 22 is Colby Bowman. And at guard, a 6th grader, number 30 is Griffin Cross. And at the center position, a 7th grader is Grant Hayes. It'll be Froby, Whiteman, Cross, Bowman, and Hayes for the 24-2 West Lincoln Broadwell Wolverines. On the opposite side, for the Mustangs of Royal Prairieview Ogden, 16-11 on the year, Chase Gilliland, their head coach. Let's meet their non-starters. A 7th grade guard, number 3, is Gatlin Finfrock. A 7th grade guard, number 13, is James Ketchum. At center, a 7th grader, number 20, Dorian Davenport. At guard, a 7th grader, number 25, is Ryan Schmitz. At a forward position, a 7th grader, number 31, Jacob Wells. Another center, a 7th grader, Eli Hendry, wearing number 33. And at forward, a 7th grader, number 35, is Cale Ackerman. And that rounds out all of the non-starters for Royal Prairie View Ogden. Making the drive over from the Champaign area today. Also a nice contingent of fans as they just hop on the interstate and make their way over as well. Starters today for the Mustangs. At guard, a 7th grader, number 0 is Owen Olson. At guard, a 7th grader, number 1 is Logan Wettig. At forward, a 7th grader, number 21 is Lane Hansen. At guard, a 7th grader, number 24, Jeb Aiden. And at center, the 7th grader, number 34, Max Boer. So it'll be Olson, Wettig, Hansen, Aiden, and Boer for the 16-11 Mustangs from Royal Prairie View, Ogden. West Lincoln Broadwell will be in their road blues today with white numbers and dark green trim. On the opposite side for Royal Prairie View Ogden, they'll be in their home whites today. Navy blue numbers and lettering with orange trim around the numbers, letters, and on the shoulders. Team step in. We've got a nice loud crowd here this morning at Central Junior High School. We're so glad you're joining us on Central Illinois Sports. It's IESA state basketball action, and we're underway. West Lincoln Broadwell wins the tip. And we'll see how Prairie View Ogden steps into their defense. It'll be a man-to-man look for the Mustangs. That'll be a little bit of a zone. They look to match up early. Driving in is Froby. Goes up off the glass, no good. He gets his own miss. Dumps it down into the big man, Grant Hayes. His shot is off. Rebound for the Mustangs. Here comes Wettig with it. Extended pressure now out from the Wolverines in the half-court zone. It's a turnover early on the Mustangs. They quickly toss it up to Froby. Bounce pass down into Bowman. And just like that, the Wolverines are on the board. Froby gets the assist. Bowman gets the deuce. And it's a 2-0 lead for West Lincoln Broadwell. Wolverines extending into a nice little half-court zone here, and that's really causing some problems in the first couple of runs for Royal Prairie View Ogden. The officials signaling that it's going back to the Mustangs, and some of the Royal Prairie View fans not exceptionally happy with that call. Wettig will now they've got an official's buzzer that just went off accidentally, and now we're still under play here. Wettig has the basketball, and we're going to get a foul here called against the Wolverines. Foul is going to go against Cruz Froby. It'll be his first, team first, against West Lincoln Broadwell. As we're just underway, 1 minute gone here in our first quarterfinal of the day. So glad you're joining us on Central Illinois Sports. Wettig will take the basketball over. Tosses it now down over onto the wing to Jeb Aiden. They get the basketball over to Olson on the wing. They're a little bit overloaded, and the Mustangs take it away. Another steal for the Wolverines. Froby with it. Works it down into Whiteman. On the right side, pulls it back out. Froby back with it. Goes to the free throw line. Nice little dish down. And can't finish on the play. Did Bowman. Gets his own miss. They'll pull it back out. Now as Hayes has the basketball. That is a Cross. Griffin Cross had it for a moment. Froby will fire up a three, and it's good. Chloe Froby knocks it down from long range, and it's a 5-0 lead for West Lincoln Broadwell. We'll get another turnover here with a little bit of defensive pressure as Froby able to kind of get things forced to the sidelines. They'll knock it back out of bounds. Mustangs are having just a little bit of trouble, and they want a timeout to take it over. We'll take it too. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds from Central High School.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
The Mustangs took the timeout. That's going to be their first of the contest as they're trying to work past that zone press of West Lincoln Broadwell and not getting very far here in the opening 2 minutes of the contest. With the basketball is Whiteman. Works it over now to the right wing. Drives back into the free throw line. Dumps it down up to Hayes. His shot in and out of the rim. No good. Rebound grab by Froby. Puts it back up high off the glass. Can't finish on the second try. And it's going to be ripped back out by Bowman. 3-ball on the way is good. A 3-ball out of the hands of Maddox Whiteman. And now Lincoln Broadwell out to an 8-0 lead here in the early going. Maddox Whiteman with his first triple and his first 3 points of the tournament. With the basketball now is Wedding, and he is really struggling to get that ball across from this defensive pressure of the Wolverines. It'll be a 10-second backcourt violation and another turnover for Royal Prairie View Ogden. Griffin Cross will inbound for West Lincoln Broadwell. He'll toss it back out to Whiteman, who will cross the time strike. Froby flashes out. 3-ball from the wing is no good. Trying to get it saved was going to be Whiteman, and a nice little smart play from Whiteman as he throws it off the waist of Jeb Aiden. It'll go out of bounds and remain Wolverines basketball. Griffin Cross will trigger here for West Lincoln Broadwell. 3:38 left to go. It's an 8-0 lead for the Wolverines. 3-ball on the way is no good. Rebound fought for. It's going to go out of bounds, and that'll go off the hands of Lane Hansen, who was hustling to try and get that one pulled in. Checking in for the first time for West Lincoln Broadwell, number 40, the 7th grade forward, Ryder Conradi. And he gives a nice inside presence there for the Wolverines. Driving in is Froby. Dumps it down into Conradi. He'll kick it back out to Cross. Drives baseline. Gets trapped in the short corner. Kicks it back out. Froby, 3-ball on the way. Rolls around the rim and no good. And Wedding will grab the rebound for the Mustangs. RPO wants to push here as they try to get across the timeline. Gets double teamed. Gets stolen away. It's Bowman with it. Bowman goes up with the layup and finishes. Gets the larceny in the layup. And now West Lincoln Broadwell is up by 10. We'll take a quick look at that steal in the replay here on our Northwestern Mutual instant replay. They get an official stoppage here as maybe a little bit of injury here for Aiden. For Bowman now, he's got 4 points on the day. RPO will check in Ryan Schmitz, a 7th grade guard, as it looked like Aiden might have tweaked something there on that last play. 3-quarter court pressure now for the Wolverines. Let's see how the Mustangs respond this time. Wedding with the basketball. Gets it down into the corner. He's got to get off the sidelines here to avoid that trap. Goes in. Shot up high off the glass. No good. He'll grab his own rebound and he'll get fouled and head to the free throw line. Foul will go against Kobe Bowman. That'll be his first. Team first of the quarter here. Or excuse me, team second for West Lincoln Broadwell. And at the line will be Logan Wedding. First one is up and good. Checking in for West Lincoln Broadwell will be Brantley Conradi, a 5th grade guard. Wedding gets the first. Team's on the board. Misses the second. They trail 10-1 now as Conradi grabs the rebound. They'll get it out to Froby, who will cross the timeline. Tosses it cross court over to Whiteman. They work it now down into the left corner. Shot up and no good from Griffin Cross. And with the rebound now is Wedding. He'll push the tempo here, and he gets the basketball over to Owen Olson. Wedding with it, driving into the free throw lane, dumps it down. Nice little play up and in for number 24. That's going to be Jeb Aiden with his first 2 of the ball game. It's a 10-3 basketball game. Wolverines have the lead in the ball. Driving in, shot no good from Whiteman. Rebound comes down into the hands of Max Boer. Wedding will push here for the Mustangs. Driving in, Euro step, jump stop. Nice move from Wedding as he'll put it in. It's now a 10-5 basketball game. Wedding now has 3 points. And the Mustangs fans liking what they've seen in the last couple of possessions here. They're getting loud on the opposite side of the court. For the Wolverines now, Whiteman with the basketball, kicks it back out to Froby. He drives in, running right-hander is no good. Fight for the rebound, grabbed by Conradi. Second chance 3 for Whiteman. He gets fouled, but he'll go to the free throw line as he is going to get pushed in the act by Owen Olson. For Olson, that will be his first personal foul. First of the game against Royal Prairie View. Ogden comes at 1:38 left to go here. To the line is Maddox Whiteman, 3 points on the morning already here. This is our first of 4 quarterfinals for you today from Central Junior High School, and he knocks down the first. West Lincoln Broadwell appears to be a very solid defensive team and has some nice ball handlers and Whiteman and Froby from what we've seen here in the first quarter. Second free throw is no good, as he'll get a third attempt. Colby Bowman will check back in for the Wolverines. Sitting down will be Brantley Conradi. Third attempt on the way here for Maddox Whiteman. Up out of the right hand, down through the net and good. Whiteman's got 5. It's a 12-5 lead for the Wolverines. 1:38 left to go here in the first quarter. Hansen with the basketball, looking for options and tosses it back to the ball handler and Weddick. He is facing some double-team coverage right at the half-court line. Gets right of it now over to Olsen. They'll give it back to Wedding. He'll drive in, stops and pops, and a nice shot from Logan Weddick from about 16 feet out. That's a 12-7 basketball game now for Weddick. He's got 5 in the early going. Whiteman, the ball handler now, hands it off to Froby. Weave around, nice spin move at the free throw line. His shot no good. He'll grab his own rebound, gets tied up, and he's still able to hold on to it. They'll kick it back out. Driving in now is Cross. He gets it blocked away. Here comes Weddick with it. And it's going to be a take foul in the backcourt, as Maddox Whiteman just needed to stop the transition. For Whiteman, it'll be his first personal foul, team third of the quarter against West Lincoln Broadwell. We remind you, as we remind ourselves, at 5 team fouls each quarter, we move to 2 free throws. In the bonus situation, there's no more 1-and-1 here in the land of Lincoln. They get the basketball now over to Weddick. Weddick driving in, drives through double coverage, gets bumped, and now they're going to call a foul late, and it's going to be a block against the Wolverines. We'll see if they issue that on. It looks like it might be issued against Kalen Sales. It'll be his first, team 4th. 53.6 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. Schmitz will inbound for Royal Prairie View. Ogden tosses it down into the corner to Lane Hansen. He's got to get rid of it. Tries to throw it away. It's stolen away by Froby. Froby on the run. Doesn't have the numbers, but he'll take him himself with the left hand. Steal in the layup for Froby. Give him 5 in the morning. It's a 14-7 lead here for West Lincoln Broadwell, as their defensive pressure is causing a lot of trouble here for the Mustangs early. The shot from Weddick is no good, gets tipped around. It's a fight for the loose ball. Diving for it was Lane Hansen. And let's take another look at that steal in the basket for Froby on our Northwestern Mutual replay. Froby is a very talented young player. It'll be Royal Prairie View basketball to begin the second, barring a tie-up or a change of possession here in the last 20 seconds. Let's see what the Wolverines have up their sleeve. It's a 1-4 set at the free throw line. And with the basketball is Maddox Whiteman. He's got a count against him. He moves down to the right wing. Popping up to the top of the key is Froby. 3 ball on the way from number 5 is good. And Froby knocks it down again. Give him 8. Weddick has got to get it up. 1 second left to go. High off the glass and no good. And it's a 10-point lead for the Wolverines as we end the first. We'll take a look at that last inbounds play from the Wolverines, and Froby knocking it down. West Lincoln Broadwell up by 10. You're watching the state tournament on Central Illinois Sports.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
You're getting thirsty. Bold. Refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Cruz Froby hits a 3 right at the end of the buzzer for West Lincoln Broadwell. He's got 8 points to lead the Wolverines after 1 quarter. Logan Weddick has 5 to pace the Mustangs. They trail by 10, though, as they have met some tight defensive pressure here from West Lincoln Broadwell to start this contest. They'll have the basketball to start the second period. Weddick will start with the basketball, gets the pick, and he goes to the left side. Guarded out now by Whiteman. Gets double teamed, gets stripped away, stolen now by Grant Hayes for the Wolverines. He'll toss it back up to Whiteman. Moving swiftly across the midcourt line on the first possession of the quarter here for West Lincoln Broadwell. Loses the basketball, gets stolen away. Coming up with the basketball was Lane Hansen. Now he throws it away. Froby comes up with it. Behind the back dribble. Froby stops right in front of the free throw line, kicks it out. 3 ball on the way from Griffin Cross is good. Griffin Cross knocks it down from 19-9. It's a 20-7 lead for Lincoln Broadwell here. 5:20 left to go in the first half. Royal Prairieview Ogden scrambling for answers. They try to throw the basketball, tipped away, and Olsen comes back with it. He tries to hand it off to Wedding, and now it's going to be a steal. Whiteman up to Froby, gets it in and good. Froby knocks it down again, and it's a 22-7 lead as the Mustangs want to talk it over. We'll take the quick timeout, too. It's an Adams Fiber timeout as the Wolverines defense suffocating the Mustangs here just a little bit. 22-7 lead for West Lincoln Broadwell.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
Royal Prairieview Ogden took their second Adams Fiber timeout. Adams Fiber for the greatest internet experience available with Wi-Fi 6 and speeds up to 1 gigabit. That means you'll never buffer while watching us on Central Illinois Sports. Give the guys at followthefiber.net a visit online. Mustangs throw it away here. It'll be off the hands of the Wolverines, though, and they'll still get the basketball as Jeb Aiden will inbound here for Royal Prairieview Ogden. Weddig flashes off the picks, nothing there. Now they give it back to him as they nice little ball fake, and they were able to find Weddig. He misses the shot on the baseline. Froby comes up with it. Whiteman with the basketball. Goes to the left side, kicks it back over. Froby, long 3 ball on the way, hesitated and off the glass. Goodness gracious. Cruz Froby can't miss. It's 25-7. West Lincoln Broadwell is cruising here in the first half on the hot hands of Cruz Froby. He's got 13. Toss the basketball in, stolen away now by Grant Hayes. Another turnover for the Mustangs. They quickly get it up to Colby Bowman. He misses. Froby gets it. He'll get fouled and go up with it. And he will go to the free throw line. We'll see who they report the foul to here. Foul is going to go against number 24. That's going to be Jeb Aiden. It'll be his first, team first of the contest for the Mustangs here in the second quarter. Stepping to the free throw line, Cruz Froby. First one up off the front of the rim is no good. Remind you about Dick's Sporting Goods. Head to IESA.org for a 20% off coupon good for February 16th through 18th only at Dick's Sporting Goods. And remember, fans, every season starts at Dick's. Second free throw up out of the hands of Froby. In and good. It's a 26-7 lead as Froby now has 14 points. West Lincoln Broadwell is not exceptionally tall. They are just very quick, very well moving team laterally, and they are really causing some problems here for the Mustangs. Finally getting up and in, though, is going to be a quick shot out of the hands of Max Boer. It's Boer's first 2 of the day, and now it's a 26-9 lead for the Wolverines. Driving in is Whiteman, goes up with the right hand, no good. Froby will get the rebound, but he's going to be, they say it's going to be off the hands of the Mustangs. The official asking what might have actually happened there, but they say it looks like it went off the hands of Lane Hansen. Wolverines will inbound. Whiteman will trigger for West Lincoln Broadwell. They get it down into the corner. Gets stolen away now. Here comes Weddig up with it. Weddig trying to dribble through double coverage, and he's going to get hacked in the act. And the Mustangs will inbound in front of their own fans on the opposite side of the court as the officials will report the next foul here against the Wolverines. It's going to go in. It's number 35. That'll be Grant Hayes first of the game, second of the quarter here. Or first of the quarter, for West Lincoln Broadwell. Griffin Cross checks back into the basketball game for Broadwell. As the Mustangs almost turn it over. They get it now to Hansen. They toss it down inside. Can't finish. Does Boer. Whiteman will come up with the loose ball rebound for West Lincoln Broadwell. They lead 26-9 here. 3 ball on the way out of the hands of Froby. His shot no good, goes off to the left, and Whiteman will chase it down. Drives into the baseline, running shot up and good for Maddox Whiteman. 28-9 lead as Whiteman now has 7. Almost stolen away. Wedig comes back up with it, dribbles through a double team. Trying to avoid everybody he can right now. Drives in on the right side. Double teamed in the corners, got to get rid of it. Gets trapped, and now he is just smothered, and that's going to be a foul as the Wolverines just got a little too ambitious there in the trap. Foul's going to go against Ryder Conrady. It'll be his first, team second of the quarter against West Lincoln Broadwell. Mustangs will inbound in the far corner. They try to look for Wedig. Now they get it to him. Short corner shot for Wedig, no good. Almost partially blocked. Ryder Conrady comes up with it. And West Lincoln Broadwell takes the timeout. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take it 2. We're back in 1 minute as the Wolverines lead 28-9. Don't go anywhere.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777.
Back to live action after West Lincoln Broadwell takes their first time out of the contest in the Adams Fiber timeout. They'll get the basketballs. They head back to their end of the court. Whiteman with it. Stops, pops to the free throw line, misses off the front of the rim. Rebound will be grabbed by Max Boer, and he will be fouled 90 feet away from the basket. Actually, they say he's going to step out of bounds. Faced a lot of pressure there from Ryder Conrady, and the officials say he got his toe on the end line. It'll be a turnover on the Mustangs. Wolverines with the basketball. Froby with it, kicks it back out. Now driving in is Griffin Cross. Gets stopped at the short corner, kicks it back out to Froby. His 3 is no good. Loose ball rebound grab by Colby Bowman. Nice toss down into the corner. Shot up out of the way. Griffin Cross is good. Griffin Cross knocks it down. It is 30-9 here as Cross now has 5 points in the first half for West Lincoln Broadwell. Wedig trying to get across the half-court line. Now he does. This front 3 for West Lincoln Broadwell is stifling defensively. He's going to throw it away as it goes over the hands of everybody. He was looking for Boer on the opposite block. Ryan Schmitz will check into the ball game. 7th grade guard wearing number 25 is sitting down. Will be Owen Olson for Royal Prairieview Ogden. 2:10 left to go here. 6-minute quarters in Illinois. Froby with the basketball. Drives in, stops at the left elbow. Double teamed and has to get rid of it. Tosses it cross court over to Griffin Cross. He'll drive to the left side. Hands it back off to the guard and Froby. Nice spin move. Drives in, triple team. Kicks it back out. 3 ball on the way from Cross off the side of the iron. Rebound grabbed up and put back in on a nice rebound in the basket for Colby Bowman. 32-9. Bowman's got 6. Nice throw all the way down. They get it all the way up and in. Cannot finish, though, as Max Boer. As Wedig was able to see him down and made the nice one-handed pass. They get it back to Froby in transition. 3 ball on the way. And Cruz Froby. Goodness gracious. 17 points in the first half for Cruz Froby. It's a 35-9 lead here for West Lincoln Broadwell. Goes over the head of Schmidt. Stolen away now for West Lincoln Broadwell. On the run with it is Griffin Cross. His shot no good. Rebound grab by Lane Hansen, and now there will be a foul in the backcourt here. Foul's going to go against Cruz Froby. That'll be his 2nd of the contest. Team 3rd of the quarter against the Wolverines. 1:07 left to go. We'll get you up to date with the scoring and tell you about the rest of the day here at Central Junior High School during our Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. Wedig with it. Crossover dribble, gets the pick. Gets free now down to the sideline. 55 seconds left to go in the first half. He'll work it back out to the volleyball line. Mustangs really hoping to get something going here before the end of the half and get this within some sort of striking range. He'll fire up a long three. Weddick's shot off the back of the iron. Rebound chased down, grabbed into the hands of Jeb Aiden. His shot no good. 31 seconds. Weddick drives in again, goes up with the left hand. Can't find the mark that time. Flying in for the rebound try was Ryder Conrad. He gets tipped away, and they say it'll stay with Royal Prairieview Ogden. Brantley Conradi, the 5th grade guard, will check in. Froby will take a seat with the 2 fouls as they get him off the court to avoid picking up a third before the halftime break. Weddick will take it in the backcourt. 23 seconds left to go here in the first half. Still a little bit of a 1-2-2 look here from West Lincoln Broadwell in the half-court defensive set. Cross-court pass, tossed away, stolen away now. Here comes Brantley Conradi with it. Goes up with the left hand, and he gets fouled hard. And we'll show you that one here on the Northwestern Mutual replay as Conradi comes up with the steal, and he gets met hard by Weddick on the foul, and he'll head to the free throw line. For Weddick, it'll be his first of the ball game. Brantley Conradi, the 5th grade guard, lines up here for West Lincoln Broadwell. First one up out of the left hand off the side of the rim and no good. Gatlin Finfrock, a 7th grade guard wearing number 3, will check in here for Royal Prairie View Ogden. Sitting down will be Logan Weddick, as they'll give him a few extra seconds, and that young man has had a heck of a half trying to navigate this offense here for the Mustangs. Conradi eyes up the second. Second one up off the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by Aiden, excuse me. He's got to dribble. 1 second. They're not going to get the shot off, and that's going to end the first half. We've reached the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show here from Central Junior High School in East Peoria, where West Lincoln Broadwell is all over Royal Prairie View Ogden. It's a 35-9 lead. When we come back in a couple of minutes, we'll give you halftime scoring and more. You're watching the IESA 7th grade Class 1A state tournament live on Central Illinois Sports.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. The road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Game Masters is your headquarters for all your hunting gear. We have more than just camo hunting attire. Come check out our casual lines of Sitka, Under Armour, North Face, Columbia, Drake, and more. Pursue your prey with these off-road Quiet Cat bikes from Game Masters. Easy to transport and perfect for your next hunting adventure. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois. Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
We welcome you back here on the Little Jess Motors Halftime Show. Little Jess, located in Quincy, Illinois. Stop by and see the gang online at littlejessmotors.com for your next vehicle purchase. Their dedicated staff makes the car buying process easy and simple for you. If you happen to be over in the Quincy, Western Illinois area, feel free to go see them in person at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. It is a commanding 35-9 lead here for West Lincoln Broadwell over Royal Prairieview Ogden in the first of our 4 quarterfinals today in the 7th grade Class 1A tournament for the IESA State Finals. Coming up next, it'll be Lexington taking on Siegel St. Michael's. That'll be coming up at 11:30 a.m. Mendota Holy Cross takes on Augusta Southeastern at 1 o'clock, and Cambridge Junior High faces Ottawa Marquette in our final quarterfinal round game at 2:30. We'll take a break after they're all wrapped up. We'll come back at 5 and 6:30 for the semifinals, and we'll be right back here next Thursday night for the trophy games beginning at 6 p.m. We'll remind you that your subscription here today with Central Illinois Sports gets you access into all 4 classes. If we've got crews here at East Peoria Central, at El Paso Gridley, at Macon Meridian, and at Normal Kingsley today. So you can put one on your screen, put one on your TV, put one on your phone, whatever device you like to watch high school sports and junior high sports on best. That's how you can get us today here on Central Illinois Sports. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll give you halftime scoring and more from this one as West Lincoln Broadwell leads Royal Prairieview Ogden 35-9.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Welcome you back here on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show as we are live from East Peoria Central Junior High School in the 7th grade Class 1A state tournament as West Lincoln Broadwell leads Royal Prairieview Ogden 35-9. It has been a defensive show here for the Wolverines in the first half, along with some hot shooting on the outside, especially by the man Cruz Froby. He leads all scorers and the Wolverines with 17 points. Maddox Whiteman has chipped in 7 here in the first half for West Lincoln Broadwell. Colby Bowman has 6, and Griffin Cross has 5. That rounds out the scoring for the Wolverines. On the opposite side, Logan Wettig has 5, Jeb Aiden has 2, and Max Boer has 2. As Royal Prairieview Ogden has really had some big challenges here in the first half, trying to get across the half-court line with a big stifling 3 on the front defensive side. When they have been able to get the basketball in a half-court set, they haven't been too bad in getting the basketball into the post, into the short corner, and getting some open shots. They still get contested heavily when they get inside the arc, but when they can get within about 6, 7, 8 feet of the rim, they're able to get some sort of shot up, and they're going to have to find a way to try and navigate this here in the second half to come within some sort of competitive distance here in this one. Once again, we remind you we'll be here all day long, 11:30, 1 and 2:30. Our upcoming quarterfinals scheduled times here. We believe they will not start ahead of schedule if this one happens to go to a running clock scenario here in the fourth quarter, but we'll see what they choose to do. Some sites try to stay ahead. Some sites will give us a little bit of a break, and they'll get wait for the scheduled start time as posted on IESA.org. We remind you that each IESA member school and each of the 15 Board of Directors geographic divisions receive an IESA Division Sportsmanship Award voted by its peers. And to be eligible, the school must be involved in at least 50% of the IESA sports and activities. The school must have no players, coaches, or fans ejected during the school year. And the school's players, coaches, and fans must exemplify all-around good behavior. Schools vote online in March to determine their division winners. And the division sportsmanship banners will be presented at the IESA Awards Recognition Banquet in April at the DoubleTree Hotel in Bloomington. We'll step away for another quick break from some of the wonderful sponsors that help bring us high school and junior high basketball all season long on Central Illinois Sports. When we come back, it'll be second half action between the Mustangs and the Wolverines here from the 7th grade state tournament. You're watching it all live on Central Illinois Sports.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
We welcome you back here to second half action as we get ready to rock and roll. It is the third quarter here. And coming up early off the way, it's a quick 2 out of the hands of Grant Hayes. That's his first 2 of the basketball game as we get the scoreboard reset for you here. (37-9) lead. Mustangs turn it over, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. As they say, Whiteman was never established. And just like that, the two teams will trade turnovers here to begin the third quarter. Royal Prairieview in the home whites. Blue numbers and lettering with some orange trim. West Lincoln Broadwell in the light green jerseys. White numbers and lettering with blue trim. And they're moving right to left on your screen. Mustangs with the basketball here on the left side. With the basketball now is Owen Olson. Almost throws it away. Weddig able to keep his hands on it. They'll work it back over into the corner to Jeb Aiden. Now down into the corner. They get double teamed. Stolen away now as Whiteman gets his hands on it. Another turnover here against Royal Prairieview Ogden. Froby will, thought they were going to give it to Froby. Instead, they hand it back off to Griffin Cross. Now they get it to Froby, who had 17 in the first half, to pace this Wolverines offense. Whiteman with it. Directing the offense is now kicking out to the right wing is Griffin Cross. Froby looks for it. Gets the basketball, drives in on the right side, draws contact, instead hands it off to Grant Hayes. Back up to Froby. Free throw line handoff. Griffin Cross drives in. Runner with the right hand off the back of the rim is no good. Coming up with the rebound is going to be Grant Hayes, and he's going to get fouled and go to the free throw line. And we will take a quick look at that on our Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Grant Hayes is a big cat. Gets his body in there, gets the rebound, gets fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Picking up the foul for Royal Prairieview is going to be Lane Hansen. It's his first of the contest. Remind you about Great Rivers Bank, Damon Emmerich. For all of your loan needs, auto, residential, and home, and more, go see Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, locations in Pittsfield, Barry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Second free throw up out of the hands of Hayes. No good around the rim. And gets picked up by Wedding. He wants to run here for the Mustangs. Kicking now down into the left side. Back up to the top. It's Jeb Aiden. Pulls the basketball back out to the volleyball line here. And the Mustangs trying to slow things down just a little bit. 3-ball up out of the way of Owen Olson's hands. No good, and Frobe will come down with the rebound. He'll hand it off to Whiteman. Whiteman pushing the tempo down into Hayes. Goes up with the right hand, and the big fella goes back to the free throw line as Grant Hayes will head back for 2 more tries. The foul's going to get whistled against Max Boer. It'll be his first. Team second of the quarter against the Mustangs, and Hayes will head back to the free throw line for 2 more tries. West Lincoln Broadwell with a 37-9 lead here. And it rolls around and goes down. Give Grant Hayes 3 now in the morning. West Lincoln Broadwell trying to go up by 30 here in the third quarter. Second one's up and good. It's a 39-9 lead. Hayes now has 4. We remind you, if we reach the start of the fourth and there's a 30-point gap, it'll be a running clock, I believe, here in the fourth quarter. I believe they still do that in the postseason. Olson with the basketball. Goes up way over the head. Weddig comes down with it. The officials say it's tipped, so he's able to make his way into the backcourt. 3-ball out of the hands of Olson was no good. Sprinting now with the basketball is Colby Bowman. Kicks it back out to Frobe, almost stolen away. Frobe drives in, draws some coverage, and he's going to get blocked. And Cruz Frobe looks to be heading to the free throw line. Foul is going to go against Jeb Aiden. It'll be his second personal. It's going to be a foul on the floor, they say. As Frobe never really got the shot up. And the Wolverines will inbound as Whiteman gets the basketball. Looking for Frobe, nothing there. Drives into the baseline. Now they hand it off to the young man with 17 already. He goes up on a second chance. Can't finish there. Gets his own second rebound. Gets stolen away. And now slashing with his arms was Lane Hansen as he was trying to get free, and he'll get a foul whistled against the Wolverines as Frobe will pick up his third. First of the quarter here against West Lincoln Broadwell. Three-quarter court trap coming up here again for West Lincoln as Weddig surveys the seam, trying to get somebody in the middle. Instead, they'll go to the right side now over to Jeb Aiden. He'll dribble across half court. They work it down into the post, and it's going to be a foul call as going up with it will be Max Boer. Grant Hayes will pick up the foul. That'll be his second of the contest, second of the quarter against the Wolverines. And this is the key for Royal Prairieview. They've got to get the basketball inside the three-point arc, and they've got to get it into the post. When they've been able to do that, as Boer's first one's up and good, give him 3 points. The Mustangs have been able to get some things going. Ryder Conrady will check back in as Grant Hayes will take a seat for West Lincoln Broadwell. They get one big fella out, put another big fella into the Wolverines. The loose ball heads out of bounds, and they say it'll stay on this end with Royal Prairieview Ogden. This is the third straight trip to the 7th grade state tournament that Royal Prairieview Ogden has played in the 10 a.m. game. We don't know how that ends up happening, but the Mustangs always seem to start off the state tournament when they make it here. Frobe with the basketball. Cross-court pass now over to Whiteman. Whiteman fires up a long-range shot off the side of the iron. Grabbed by Logan Weddig. He'll push, looking for numbers, tosses it down to the corner now to Hansen. Hansen goes up underneath with the right hand, no good, and it's going to fly out of bounds, and they say that Hansen will be the last man to touch it. It'll go back to West Lincoln Broadwell with 3 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. A couple of new substitutions here for the Wolverines. Number 13, Brantley Conrady, who's already been into the basketball game. Keelan Sales also checking back in, the 6th grade guard for West Lincoln Broadwell. 3 minutes left to go here in the third. It's West Lincoln Broadwell 39, Royal Prairieview Ogden 10 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. 3-ball, long shot on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Whiteman. Goes in on the baseline, nothing there to get the sneaky shot up, and now they'll work it back around. This is Sales. Kicks it back out now to Conrady. Nothing there as Whiteman will fire one up from the corner, and Maddox Whiteman gets another 3. Everything going the way of the Wolverines now is Whiteman in double figures with 10. Weddig with it. They work it back over now. Long throw into Lane Hansen's hands. Mustangs looking to get something going here on the offensive side. Wettig with it. He's going to try and dribble around, trying to go around Conradi. Crossover dribble. Stops at the free throw line. Forces a shot up. And Logan Wettig with a nice athletic basket. He's got 7 points now. It's a 42-12 basketball game. Sales with the basketball on the right side, guarded by Wettig. Tries to get rid of it. Nobody there. Now he'll kick it down into Whiteman for the release foul. Maddox Whiteman kicks it out to the big man and Ryder Conradi. Bullies through. Bounce pass. It goes through everybody's hands. Sales comes up with it. 1:40 left to go in the third. Conradi, nice ball fake, drives in, goes up with the left hand. Nothing there as he got a little off balance and a little bump. And coming down with it will be Owen Olson. Wettig looking up court, trying to push here for the Mustangs as they're trying to get some points racked up in the second half. Olson's fires up a three, misses everything entirely. It'll go out of bounds, and it's going to go back to West Lincoln Broadwell. Cruz Froby will check back in for the Wolverines. Sales will take a seat. Gatlin Finfrock will check in for Royal Prairie View Ogden. He'll sit down Owen Olson. The winner heads into the 5 p.m. semifinal later on tonight as Ryan Schmitz will also check back in for the Mustangs, and he'll give Max Boer a breather. A nice crowd has filed in here early at East Peoria Central Junior High School. We expect to see nice crowds here all day long. Whiteman goes up with it, and they say he'll travel as he tried to force it just a little bit too much there on that one. Extended pressure again from West Lincoln Broadwells. They'll try and set a prick to give Wettig some room. Now they work it back. They pass to Hansen just a little behind him. Now they get it up to Froby. Froby goes up, quick steal and a layup as Cruz Froby gets two more. And he's going to have 19 now as Ryder Conradi was able to get the steal and the assist. Wettig fires one up, no good as it sails past the iron. Coming up with the rebound is Gatlin Finfrock. It's stolen away. Conradi with the basketball. He'll take a few dribbles, gives it over to Sales. Now back to Whiteman, who will navigate the Wolverines offense with 28 seconds left to go here in the third. Conradi drives in, up with the right hand, no good. And the rebound comes down into the hands of Jeb Aiden. 18 seconds left to go. It'll be Mustangs basketball to begin the fourth, barring a tie-up or a change of possession. Wettig crossover dribble, gets free now. They toss it down into the lane. Hansen goes up with it. He's going to get fouled and go to the free throw line will Lane Hansen. Maddox Whiteman will get whistled for his second foul of the ball game. It's the third of the quarter against the Wolverines. And heading to the free throw line will be Lane Hansen. He has not scored here in the morning quarterfinal contest and misses on his first try there. Lexington will take on Siegel St. Michael's coming up here in our second contest. That's scheduled to start at 11:30. And the second one up and no good as well. Rebound grab by the Mustangs comes down into Ryan Schmitz's hands. He tries to throw it back to Wettig, gets tipped away, and it'll remain Royal Prairie View Ogden basketball. 2.8 seconds left to go here in the third. Barring a three-point shot here, we'll have a 30-point deficit. Mustangs aren't able to handle the inbounds pass, stolen away from the Wolverines, and we've reached the end of three quarters. It is West Lincoln Broadwell 44, Royal Prairie View Ogden 12. We've got fourth quarter play-by-play coming up here in 1 minute.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
If you have that drive and you want to do more with DOT, then there's opportunity there for you to do that. It's not the typical job that you would expect it to be. Like, it's just super fulfilling. When my life needed opportunity, I chose DOT.
Welcome you back to fourth quarter action here from East Peoria Central Junior High School as West Lincoln Broadwell leads Royal Prairie View Ogden 44-12 at the end of three quarters. Cruz Frobe has 19 to pace the Wolverines, along with double figures from Maddox Whiteman. He's got 10 on the opposite side. Logan Wettig has 7 to lead the Mustangs. They've got the basketball here to begin the fourth. Long three ball up out of the hands of Gatlin Finfrock is no good. And the Wolverines come up with the first rebound here of the quarter. They'll work it back over to Sales. Kalen Sales fires one up from 3, and it's good. Keelan Sales fires it up from 3, 47-12 is our lead as the Wolverines have knocked down a bunch of threes. They are dangerous from the outside. Finfrock with the basketball, gets double team, trying to get rid of it. Now triple team. Now he finds Wettig. Drives in on the baseline. Runner with the left hand. Sails over the top of the rim. It'll go out of bounds, and we've got a foul on the rebound try. It's going to go against Royal Prairieview. It'll go against Lane Hansen. That's going to be his second. Team first of the quarter, and we're going to have a line change here for the Wolverines as we've got running clock here in the fourth quarter with the 30-point deficit. Let's try to catch you up on everyone that has checked in here. Number 24 is Nolan Schaffenacker, 7th grade forward. Also checking in is number 1, the 7th grade guard Lane Page. Other new names here, the 7th grade center, number 33 is Dyson Dalapaz. And also into the ball game is Barrett Grenlin, the 7th grade forward. He wears number 12. Cameron Cassabir is also checked in, number 20 for West Lincoln Broadwell. Well, this Wolverines team looks very dangerous here as we've only got to see 2 of our 8 teams so far here in the Elite 8 today, but this is a team that's going to be dangerously hard to mess with in the semifinal round for whoever gets to deal with them coming up at 5 o'clock. Shot up, no good. Rebound came down to the hands of Jeb Aiden. And this Royal Prairieview Ogden squad, folks, this is not a bad basketball team. A 16-11 record may not. We're just going to get a timeout quickly taken here by Royal Prairieview Ogden. It looked like it was just going to be the substitute, but they will take the Adams Fiber timeout. We're back in 30 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
Timely application of crop nutrients based on soil test results and the individual yield goals is the focus of the agronomy team at Logan Agriservice, Inc. Logan Ag delivers anhydrous ammonia, dry fertilizer, UAN, liquid starter, and our lineup of Logan Agri-Yield micronutrients direct from us to your field. Striving to get the right fertilizer products at the right place in the right field at the right time, that's Logan Agriservice. For fertilizer and application services, call 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agriservice, serving agriculture since 1962.
Royal Prairieview Ogden took the timeout. It's their third of the ball game as they wanted to talk some things over. They've got a substitution here. Looks like Cale Ackerman, 7th grade forward, has checked in. He wears number 35. Also into the ball game is Eli Hendry, number 33 for the Mustangs, 7th grade center. Wettig with the basketball. Kicks it now into Finfrock. He'll shoot one from the baseline. It's no good. Hendry comes down with it. Offensive rebound. Can't finish, though. And it's a loose ball. Wettig comes up with it. He'll finish. Logan Wettig gets 2 more. Give him 9 on the morning. It's a 47-14 basketball game with 3 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Royal Prairieview Ogden plays a tough schedule out of that Champaign area. This is not a team that gets here by mistake, folks. They have just run into a little bit of a buzzsaw here this morning against West Lincoln Broadwell. Basketball goes out of bounds, tipped out by Wettig. Now checking in for the Mustangs, number 31, Jacob Wells, the 7th grade forward, and he'll give Ryan Schmitz a breather. West Lincoln Broadwell will advance coming up here. They'll play the 5 o'clock semifinal against the winner of Lexington and Siegel St. Michael's, which should be a fun ball game. 3 ball on the way off the glass. It's open for Cameron Cassabir. Wolverines take the timeout to get a couple of substitutes in. Checking in here for West Lincoln Broadwell is, as we can see on the back of the jerseys, we'll get them as we can see them. We apologize that we missed them on the break there. Number 11, Colin Cassabir, is in. 5th grade guard, along with number 31, the 6th grade forward, Evan Clements. On the opposite side for the Mustangs, Dorian Davenport, his 7th grade center, will check in. The coach is doing a nice job of getting all the kids some opportunity to play here on the state tournament floor. This is a nice facility here at Central Junior High School, and the gang here at East Peoria does a very nice job of hosting this tournament. With the basketball now is Clemens. Takes a few dribbles, gets rid of it, now bounces it back off to Schaffenacker. He gets caught in the corner. Got to get it away. Wedig comes up with it. Wedig with the basketball, digs it across the half-court line. Needs to get it somewhere. And now Chase Gilliland will take the quick timeout just to get somebody checked in. That's going to be James Ketchum checking in, 7th grade guard. Just taking the timeout to get some substitute in, let all these kids get on the floor. Wedig will get the basketball. Three-pointer on the way is no good. Hendry tries to get the rebound. He can't grab it. Now coming up with it is Jacob Wells. Gets it stolen away. Tipped out of bounds off the hands of Evan Clemens, and the Mustangs will retain possession here with 52 seconds left to go in this one. Wedig with it. He has played a nice basketball game, and this poor young man has had a hard morning against this Wolverines defense, but he is a talented basketball player and obviously one of the team leaders that has gotten the Mustangs here to the state quarterfinals today. Jump ball. Possession will go to the Wolverines with 33 seconds left. We'll wrap this one up for you on the Blessing Health System postgame show. Get you our scoring breakdowns and get you ready for quarterfinal number 2, scheduled to begin here at 11:30. We obviously have a little bit of time here with the running clock fourth. 3-ball up on the way. Shot is no good for Casimir. Rebound comes down, no good also out of the hands of Dalapaz. Stolen now. Here comes Schaffenacker. He'll bring it across. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's how our first quarterfinal of the morning wraps up. West Lincoln Broadwell, a final score, of 49. Royal Prairieview Ogden 14. The Wolverines will advance to the 5 o'clock semifinal, and Royal Prairieview Ogden wraps up its nice season with a record of 16 wins and 12 losses in the appearance here in the state quarterfinals. We've reached the Blessing Health System postgame show. We'll come back with final scores and more. We're back here in 2 minutes.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. It wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
We welcome you back on the Blessing Health System postgame show here live from Central Junior High School in East Peoria, where the West Lincoln Broadwell Wolverines advance to the semifinals later on tonight, a 49-14 winner over the Mustangs of Royal Prairieview Ogden. Let's break down the final scoring here for both teams. On the opposite side, for the losers today, the Royal Prairieview Ogden Mustangs, who finish with a record of 16-12. Logan Wedig finishes with 9 points. Jeb Aiden finishes with 2. Max Boer finishes with 3. And what was a very frustrating day for the Mustangs offensively. This team could just never get going against that extended pressure and that zone press from West Lincoln Broadwell. But this is a nice basketball team. They play a lot of tough competition, which equates to that record that may not look as outstanding as you'd think. But when you play a lot of those teams over in the Champaign area, things get a little tough during the regular season as Chase Gilliland's squad bows out here in the quarterfinal round. On the opposite side, for West Lincoln Broadwell, they advance with a record of 25-2 now to the state semifinals later tonight. Cruz Frobe leads the way with 19 points. Maddox Whiteman with 10, Colby Bowman with 6, Griffin Cross with 5, and Grant Hayes with 4 to total up the 49 here for West Lincoln Broadwell. They will face the winner of Lexington versus Siegel St. Michael's. That game scheduled here for 5 o'clock. If you've already been watching us here today, you don't have to do anything. Your payment has already got you in for the semifinals later on tonight. And as we've got a break here in the action, as it does not look like they'll run ahead of time, you can check out some of the other games we've got here on Central Illinois Sports. We've got crews at all 4 sites here today at East Peoria Central, at El Paso Gridley, at Macon Meridian, and at Normal Kingsley. So take a break from us, go see what's happening in some of the other classes here today, and come back for that 11:30 quarterfinal between Lexington and Siegel St. Michael's. That wraps up our first quarterfinal. We'll be back here in just a little bit. You're watching the IESA Boys Basketball Tournament live on Central Illinois Sports.